Today we're going to get more practice with word problems that are asking you to either subtract or add. You got to make sure you read them closely, and writing out a first equation horizontally could also help. So this one says, Lucy read some books in June. She read 147 more books in July. In the 2 months, she read a total of 415 books. How many books did she read in June? When I see that word total next to a number, that tells me that 415 is the biggest number in this problem because it is the total number of books. If I want to write this out, she read some books in June. She read 147 more in July. And then 415 is that total. So here, blank plus 147 equals 415. This is like when I'm writing my check problems, I'm going to go in reverse. 415 is the total, so it's the biggest number in the problem, so I know it's going to be on top. 147 stays in the middle, and that plus is going to change to a minus. So now I have 5 minus 7, which I cannot do, so my 41 becomes a 40. My 5 becomes a 15. 15 minus 7 is 8. Now I have 40 minus 14. I can't do 0 minus 4, so the 4 becomes a 3. The 0 becomes a 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. 3 minus 1 is 2. Have to be checking every step of the way whether you can do the problem or not without help. Here, the 5 was smaller than the 7, so it needed help, and the 0 was smaller than the 4, so it needed help. And then 268 goes in my box, and my label is books. For this next one, Gary has 96 fewer straws than Hank. Gary has 436 straws. How many straws does Hank have? This is a problem where I can, if I want, draw comparison bars because it's comparing the amounts of two people. The word number 96 comes before the word fewer, so it goes in the circle. And then it says Gary has fewer, so when I label these, Gary, the G, is on the bottom, and that means Hank, the H, has more on the top. And then it tells me Gary has 436, and I'm looking for how many Hank has. When I'm missing the top number, that means I'm missing the biggest number, so I need to add. It's important when I have a 2-digit number added to a 3-digit, I need to make sure I'm lining up those two with the 10s and 1s. And I also can't forget about this 4 at the end. 6 plus 6 is 12. 1 plus 3 plus 9 is 13. And 1 plus 4 is 5. So Hank has 532 straws. So make sure you read the problems carefully, draw pictures, give yourself comparison bars, write out equations horizontally, but make sure you're always solving vertically.